Woohoo! Welcome everybody, Hex Token channel, man and man. We're gonna have fun today. This weekend has been a lot of fun. We've been doing a lot of cool things, and it's not going to stop. We're getting into NFTs today. We're going to explore the whole NFT market, and of course, just some of the projects that at least are coming on. Just a subset, probably, of what will be on PulseChain when PulseChain goes live. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy yourself. I'm your host, Superman. Get into the chat, say hello. We love a vibrant community. That's what it's all about. Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, and all the projects on top of that. So we're going to talk about many of those during this session. The session's really dedicated to the NFT space. So let's try and keep the topics on topic in that zone. We will talk about Hex and PulseX and stuff like that at the end of the live stream. So stay tuned for that. I'll put a timestamp as usual so you can jump to the section that you're after. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a poll up at the moment. Of course, will you be participating in NFT projects on PulseChain? And of course, we've got yes, no, maybe, and what is an NFT? Now, that's for people that just don't know what an NFT is. So it's not a meme line there. So there we are. Cool. Let's get into make sure that the audio is up and running. And I'm going to put on our favorite song. So let's just make sure the audio is all chill. Yeah, chill, looking good. And I just made it up all chill. That's a new slang word there. But let's play the ducks. Let's play the ducks. Get some nice ambience in the house. And of course, we're gonna pull it up. Feeding the ducks is the soundtrack. And let's put that at a 20. Let's put it at a 25. So sit that laid back there. So cool. We're gonna get into it. Let's get into the chat first of all. Say hello. That's how we roll on Hex Token channel. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And we've got 12 likes already. And so far that's pretty good. So let's keep going. We've got a few things in the house here. Go Pulse says, hey Hex, I can really like your content. I look forward to it every night. Been watching you since the days where you didn't show your face. That was at the beginning. And that is, if I recognize the voice, you got me to participate. Hey, nice goals. Go Pulse win. I wish you all the best, just like the rest of us. It's exciting. We're in that quiet spot before everything goes amazing. Like everything's going to drop. And of course, it's great that you're going to be part of that. Very, very exciting. And of course, Robson Mures in house already started being an LP provider for the PulseX incentive token. Currently, 1,870% APY. Yeah. If you haven't checked out my previous video was on our fantasy trade on PulseX testnet. Remember, it's just a testnet. It's just fantasy money, play money. But we had the community on the chat chose to spend $250,000. And of course, check out that video because we made massive gains. We made 350,000 overnight on that play, and that was super successful. So big shout out. Massive liquidity came in into PulseX overnight, and we got our bags pumped. That was pretty good. Good timing, right? Good timing. So it was a lot of fun. Check out that video. EZ says, who is holding Hex for the snapshot? Will the EHEX keep its value once PulseChain comes alive? Also, I wonder where PulseX will be at. Yeah, so we'll talk about that towards the end when we get on to Pulse and Hex and PulseX. At the moment, we're going to talk about NFTs. That's the main topic for the chat there. Taprin's in there with the money bags and rockets. Nice. Brazology says, mark me as a no NFT guy. So Brazology's out of that one. And the only NFT I see being worth anything are NFTs from trusted organizations who give out certificates, diplomas, and licenses, says Brazology. Nice one. Like if Harvard gave their degrees out as NFTs, so diplomas, diploma mills could fake them there. I know a few people that got some fake diplomas out there, Brazology. That's pretty funny. Go Pulse Win says, like it did to a house. It's yeah. Let's have a look here. We could jump through some of these. Hex Dad's in the house. Hey, Hex Dad, good to see you in the chat there. Come on, my dudes. How you all going? Hey, Hex Dad there from Pulsicans. Nice to see you in the chat there. Say hello to one of the projects that we're going to be talking about. This is going to be covering an introduction to pretty much NFT projects that are going on the chain. Let us know in the chat, of course, other projects that you've heard of. We're going to have a nice introduction session. I probably will get put an invite out to the teams to come on and do specialized shows just on that particular project. So I'll be sending those invites out too. Dinglewolf's in the house. Let's get it, says Dinglewolf. Absolutely. And Crypto Heartbeat's in the house. Hey, let's go. And a good to see Crypto Heartbeat in the house there. Very, very cool. Dirt Powers in the house. Let's get into it, says Dirt Powers. I love it. Dirt Paws, sorry. I always say Powers, don't I? Dirt Paws. Got to get that right. Woo-hoo-hoo. Odd Generation in there too. Dinglewolf says, Gen Hex, Craig Wedding, tell Hex Token, we are coming, says Dinglewolf. Nice. I like that. Big shout out to Jen Hex. What a great show today. Man, I think it went for about 4 hours so far. I'm not sure if it's still on, but what an epic show. Lots of different people are from around the PulseChain Hex community. We got Robson says, how we doing today? Doing pretty good. Hex News live and direct. Let's go. Absolutely. Almeida says it's going to be massive infinite loss on that PLS in the incentive pool. Don't swap your USDC or PLS incentive to chase those high APIs. It's going to tank as you're leaving you with $2. Well, the thing I would say about that, how I made it, is that that big pump, it's got to go down somewhere, right? So you're probably right on that one. Thomas Turner says, what some guests Hex Token post the stream link. Got some good people on another stream, says Thomas Turner. Hey, nice one. And Steve Wright says, thanks for your consistent positive energy. Steve Wright, Santa Barbara. Love that, Steve. So good to have you in the chat there. Unreal Mini Goals in the house. The cyber pugs are coming. Yeah. Cyber punks, I think you're saying, are coming. Yeah, that's true. And we've got Sandy Beach in the house. Hey, Sandy, good to see you. Always a pleasure to see Sandy. Now, this earlier today, Sandy. We're early on today. I was thinking of you at the time. We're early at today. Hexdad says, loving the Pulsicans state to see more of these bad boys surface. Very cool artwork. Very cool. The Ruster and Mr. T. You have always so you have a way to have those crypto punk OGs. That's true. We're going to definitely looking at Pulsicans. The Pulsican NFT project coming up soon. They were dope, says Hexdad. Nice. All right, let's get into it, folks. So here we are on OpenSea. This is kind of a quick introduction to the NFT market. Now, we know that gas prices on Ethereum have been, really expensive, and particularly during the height of the bull market, we've seen NFTs drive the gas fees up on Ethereum as a major function of the gas prices. And that's because the NFT market has been a boom. We've had many different categories of booms inside the bull market. NFTs are one of them. And of course, they all start to interrelate, like a DeFi interrelates to each other, GameFi, and finance, GameFi, fan tokens, all sorts of stuff starts integrating. NFTs is a general contract. Pretty much NFT is a non-fungible token. And of course, it makes it basically as a contract where you can, they're called 721s. I think you can also do them with 1155s. And of course, basically you can, it basically defines something that is special or unique. So that's what NFTs are. And of course, they're traded in huge volumes. So here we are on the top NFTs. We've got a top list. This is on OpenSea. OpenSea was obviously the big platform that was driving a lot of those gas fees. And of course, that also went on to Polygon network and of course boomed on there too. Obviously, Polygon is super cheap fees, and that's more close to how PulseChain will be. And of course, NFTs have boomed on Polygon, and of course, they're going to absolutely boom on PulseChain. And the good thing about PulseChain, of course, is you're going to own the keys to your NFTs. You're going to own the keys to your coins and your NFTs. It's pretty powerful that way if you think about it. So cool. Let's have a look on some of this. We've got some of the top ones here. Mutant 8 Yacht Club here, number 2. We've got CloneX at the top here, Arcade Island, Azuki, and so many others. And of course, you've probably seen quite a few here that you may be familiar with. We've got Cyber Brokers there. We've got Doodles. You've probably seen that around, one of the big ones there. We've got Crypto Punks, which is probably one of the most famous ones there as well. And you can see the massive changes in valuations on terms of, massive amount of volume changes in 24 hours and 7 days can be a lot. So it is reasonably speculative, but a lot of these older ones do hold their value reasonably good. You've got to obviously know what you're talking about. It is more speculative though. It's not like DeFi, as say if you're doing lending or borrowing. It's a lot. You're going to have taken a lot of characteristics. What are the particularly unique features of the NFTs? How long they've been around? How big's the community? Many things like that. Liquidity, all that good stuff as well. I guess this thing you got to think about. So cool. Let's have a look at how rare they are. Obviously, there's actually websites you can find which actually rank the rarity of these NFTs. There's lots of different tools out there you can use to get insights. Sometimes there's also a way of getting what they call the metadata early, particularly on new projects, and trying to get a head start there, get in early to pick up some cool NFTs. So there's lots of cool ones there. So we've got we've talked about Cyberpunks, Doodles, Crypto Punks, stuff like that. There is a lot of really well-known NFTs in the space. So this has got a whole big list here. And this goes on and on with NFT spaces. And of course, the volume is probably most important. Now, this is all categories you can actually switch on. It is on OpenSea, of course. You can actually switch on to particular areas. Maybe you like artwork. maybe you like music, photography, sports. They're not all just pictures or imagery, and of course you basically compete on the rarity. They're also related now to DeFi, GameFi, and therefore they have financial underpinning, so financial utility, potentially making them more valuable and longer lasting, even in a bear market, not just a bull market or a half bear market, as I always say we're in at the moment. So lots of categories. Obviously, you can swap over the chains as well, and you can see what's winning on the chain there on OpenSea. And of course, the rank will possibly be slightly different, but lots of cool projects there. So Board 8 Yacht Club and stuff like that. Let's go down to CryptoPunks, probably one of the more famous ones. We're going to go into there, have a look at some of the imagery that you can get with these NFTs. So this sort of thing we're talking about, these sort of things all have different features on them. And of course, you can actually query on OpenSea different types of scarcity and stuff like that, or rarity, I should say. Let's just pick this top one here, CryptoPunk 9818. And we're going to go to that. So this is from low to high. We could switch that around from high to low. We might actually do that. Let's see what one of the more expensive ones are in terms of CryptoPunk. So we're going to let's quickly look at this one. We're going to see all its properties. So these, as I said, the NFT is really about special or unique properties to a token. And of course, we've got these different attributes here. So it's got 3 attributes: big beard, big shades, big spike, and a male. So these are these gift type of image that people buy and sell and trade and speculate on. This is got, this is the features that it's got, so you can see the features there. It's got a few details there. It also has the token ID. Often getting an early token ID may or may not be valuable, whether it's the number 1 out or number 500 out of say 5,000 sets, something like that. 5,000 typically, I always see a lot of issuance around 5,000 or 10,000 NFTs, but they're not always like that. And of course, it also gives you a bit of detail about that particular token. So that's cool. That's some of the stuff there. And some of these can go for a very big, large number, especially some of these early ones that are very expensive to go for. So some interesting stuff there. That's OpenSea. That kind of what drove gas fees. Everyone was speculating on these kind of NFTs. And of course, if we have a look at nftgo.com, .io, we can actually see the market cap barometer here. This is one perspective, of course, that depends on the data they include. But you can see here the market sentiment they're saying is cooler at the moment. So NFT market's not in the hot phase as it were at the moment. And of course, we know it was at the end of last year, it was definitely in the hot phase. And of course, we've got traders here. We've got 24,488 buyers versus 25,717 sellers. And of course, the 30-day profit and loss, very much in profit. So 713,915 in profit at the moment over 30 days, 184,575 out of profit there. So pretty cool. We've got a market cap here. This indicates that the market cap is 19.8 billion. So if we add that on there, it looks like the market cap is currently at almost $20 billion globally. That's huge. And the volume for 7 days, 1.36 billion. So market cap around 20 billion. Market volume for trading volume for the last 7 days, 1.36 billion. And we can actually see the volume yesterday was almost $5 billion there from the looks of it. 4.5. Sorry, almost $5 million in volume yesterday. But we have some big days where we had like $88 million in volume, stuff like that. So some interesting things, maybe a project launch, maybe a particular NFT sold, something like that, maybe influencing that outcome. Traders, holders, there's over 2 million holders in this particular data set. And of course, traders, 163,000, up 6%. So a little bit of interest in that. Buyers up 11%, sellers down 7%. So very, very cool. There's different trade categories as well. That's not populating, but you get the idea. So basically, I've introduced you to basically the idea of the NFT, the platforms like big marketplace platforms like OpenSea, and of course, this is an overview of the size of the market based on this data set on NFT Go, which is a market overview. We've also got sites where you can, let me refresh this for Crypto Slam, and hopefully this will populate. I might pull up this. I'm a little struggle here. It was populated earlier. Maybe I've got a few things open too much, or we might close the view down. Let's wait for that. All right, this is still trying to populate. Not sure what's going on there. So we've talked about OpenSea. We've talked about the market size at the moment. So $20 billion, it says. and Crypto Slam. Hopefully that's going to populate because I wanted to talk about stuff on there. Wait for that. Don't know why that's struggling there. There we are. Exit that page. We'll try that one more time. Hopefully it's going to populate. There we are. Yay! Yay! Okay, Crypto Slam's populating. So we're going to have a quick like that. I'm going to post the link here to NFT overview in the chat there so you can check it out. Maybe save it to one of your favorites. And also we're going to copy Crypto Slam as well. And you can save that to your favorites as well. Bam. All right, cool. So this is some of the stuff. Now remember, I personally consider NFTs very speculative. I do think there's probably certain amounts of the certain sector of it that is pretty good for value. And like I say, possibly DeFi NFTs and particular popular NFT collections. So possibly that. So we've got here the global index sales volume 24 hours 62 million. Sorry, that's based on this data that's on Crypto Slam. We've got currently sales $51 million on Ethereum at the moment, so that's definitely topping it with the NFT sales. Solana at 5.6 million, Avalanche at 1.6 million, and we've got the percentage changes there. So down 16, but Avalanche up 23%, and we've got the buyers and transactions there. 20,000 transactions, 11,800 buyers on there. So pretty active market either way. So very cool. We've also got the NFT collection on this link side as well. So you've got a few options there. You can have a look at OpenSea as we did, but you've also got Crypto Slam. Now there are sites out there about looking at the rarity of particular tokens. So you can type in the token, even the ID number, and it will give you up the details. We're not going to go to that level now. Just want to give a nice overview introduction to NFTs, but you can definitely check out these websites and have a look at everything that's going on there. Very cool. We can see that Arcade Land at the top here is up 150%, so that's pretty interesting. So there's an overview, folks. Let's get into PulseChain. Obviously, PulseChain's coming up. It's going to be the first system state copy of Ethereum, and of course, that means that all the NFTs are coming over, not just the ERC20s. The ERC20s will be copied over as PRC20s, but the 721 contracts, the 1155 contracts coming over, the NFTs are coming over. So it's going to be interesting to see that play out, and we're going to look at some of the different type of NFT projects that are going to be on PulseChain as an introduction. So cool. We'll probably have further shows covering getting maybe some of the team members on there and talking about their particular project as a dedicated show, but that will come up later on. Let's get into it, folks. So the first one we've got here is PulseVerse, and it's actually a pretty snazzy looking platform, to be honest. They're going to have a sacrifice coming up. You can hit the sacrifice coming up now. Obviously, we've had a few, so sacrifice coming soon. I'm not even sure if this is on. Let me just check on the How to Pulse site. Let's see if it's up yet. No. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not sacrifices. Let's look at the sacrifice page. I'm not sure if that's already preloaded on there. We got Pulse Lorian on there. We got PLS and Pulse ALG. So no. Let's have a look here. So this is coming up here. There's going to be an important disclaimer here, of course. I'm going to post the PulseVerse link in the chat there so you can check it out. Definitely check that out. Bam. All right, cool. And so this is the first one we've got coming up here. Now there's a nice explore here. This is a pretty nice little site. I think it's pretty tidy and nicely set up. And of course, it's got a nice explore button there. You can unlock the different types of NFTs they've got. And of course, that testnet coming to soon to V2V. So that's kind of where they're at this stage. We've got to go to their Twitter quickly. This is an update from the 7th of April. So this is hot off the press only a couple of days ago. Their basic update was that they had the PulseVerse ecosystem features info, which had staking rewards, which was very cool. Play to earn. So it's got a lot of extra features than just a picture NFT. You see what I mean? Like there's a lot of GameFi, DeFi, cross-population, making these far more valuable underlyingly. So cool. NFT utilities as well. And of course, and a pre-sacrifice info is up. So we're going to look at that in interviews. There's interviews there. Coming up, of course, this is from the 7th of April. The sacrifice itself, testnet V2B or V3 migration, and a white paper version 3 coming up. So that's kind of the latest from them. And you can actually see the website at the moment looking pretty good here. You can earn with PLSV. PLSV is the native token of PulseVerse. PulseVerse is a platform fee of 2.5%. So that's not too bad. 1.5% of these fees could go to the stakers of PLSV, and 0.5 for buyback and burn. So that's pretty cool. Then a 0.5 fee to a wallet with no expectations. In addition, we will be holding special events from time to time where token holders can benefit from discounts on platform fees if they meet certain requirements. We also have a future use case planned for this token, and there's a cool dashboard there. So nice. All right, so that's all coming to V2B. So we'll try and have a look at that when it does. The world's first decentralized NFT ecosystem on PulseChain. So looking good there. We've got the white paper as well. That's going to be, I guess, coming up there as well for version 3. We've got the earn feature and the play. So this looks just like they're pre-setting this up. And you're gonna be able to create and sign. Let's have a look at the create page. Yeah, that's all not active at the moment, just review only. But it's definitely coming along the line there. Play to earn ecosystem. Earn by playing and participating in our play to earn ecosystem. Benefit from cheap transactions on PulseChain. Bring players together with an equal playing field and decentralized peer-to-peer features. So nice. Protocol overview. Our NFT marketplace will be the central place for all NFT trades and interactions. So this is kind of going to be competing with Mintra and PowerCity. You will be able to trade and interact with any NFTs that you could hold on PulseChain. This includes ERC 721 and 1155 token standards. That's what I talked about. So that's all getting copied over from Ethereum over to PulseChain. Our marketplace will also have additional features that support the current utility of NFTs and future use cases we have planned for the platform. So NFT creation, NFT staking, peer-to-peer NFT swapping, and of course NFT fraction trading. So this NFT staking, I think that's a pretty cool feature, right? Earn collective royalties by staking NFTs. That's a pretty cool feature, man. The owner of an NFT collection can specify how many NFTs from the collection can be staked and what percentage of royalties will be distributed. Really, really cool. I like that innovation a lot. So you've got peer-to-peer NFT swaps as well. And of course, you can meet the Pulse team there. So lots of cool stuff. So that's one of them, Pulsicans. So let's get into the chat before we move on. This is the sacrifice, of course. You'll be sacrificing to show you believe in the use of technology tools. So it's a nice one there for blockchain NFTs. So it's pretty cool. The process, how to sacrifice. Sacrifice should be made following networks: Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche. You must only sacrifice from your wallet that you own the private keys and not from an exchange. Every dollar sacrifice, you will receive a number of sacrifice points depending on when sacrifice was done. This will be released at the start of the sacrifice phase. You're not making a purchase. This is not an investment in form. Sacrifices have zero monetary value. And the sacrifice rate, you receive a number of points per dollar sacrifice. That looks like the case. And there's going to be a bonus multiplier. A very important goal of PulseVerse is to help bring adoption to the PulseChain network via the NFT space. This includes NFT users from both within and outside the PulseChain Hex community. As a result, a bonus multiplier will apply to all NFT users on popular NFT marketplaces on Ethereum blockchains or on a NFT trading volume basis. So if you're already trading NFTs, it's like there's going to be a nice bonus for you. To receive the above bonus, you must sacrifice from the same wallet you use on the above NFT marketplaces. So if you're trading on OpenSea, you're going to need to use that same wallet to get this bonus multiplier. So that's really trying to attract the traders over. That's a really cool mechanism, to be honest. Sacrifice duration: the sacrifice will run until to start date until 30 days after the PulseChain mainnet. So that is coming after the mainnet. So they won't have first mover advantage if they're not first, but you just take that into account. So the sacrifice will run on the start date until 30 days after the PulseChain mainnet launch. The sacrifice start date will be announced soon. During this period, you can sacrifice more than once. Any sacrifice since the sacrifice stress after the end sacrifice phase will not count. So just take that into account. There'll be all these accepted tokens. There'll be multiple sacrifices you can do. And of course, the airdrop, you'll be able to get airdrop a free token called PLSD. So that's the token that's going to airdrop there. So cool. We've gone through quickly coverage of the site. The site's obviously building out the website. And of course, the sacrifice there is the link is in the house there. And of course, this is their latest update on Twitter. So they seem to be progressing along there. So cool. Let's before we get on to the next one, which is Mintra, let's get into the chat there and make sure I don't get too far behind. That's for sure. Sandy Beach got the smileys on. I love it. And Cyberpugs have sacrificed for mineral. Will be awesome. Says Unreal. And a Mintra. For Mintra. Yeah. Okay. And sub peoples always is in the house. Let's have a look here. And And so that guy says, some people think Richard's puppy stream tonight is going to announce mainnet. Yeah, I don't think so. I think Richard's already said on Twitter that he's not, that he just said no. I think that's what he said on that one. So Robson to Amir says, I think Richard Hart is going to announce something big on his live stream tomorrow. I'll be at work during the stream, but going to keep an earpod listening to the stream in case I need to go home. Yeah, well, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be mainnet, but it could be something else. So that's always possible. He did use the phrase Easter egg. That's the thing that's probably got a lot of people going. Maybe the puppies also, who knows. All right, cool. Hey, we've got 50 votes, folks, on the poll. Will you be participating in any NFT projects on PulseChain? Yes, no, maybe. What is an NFT? So let's check that out at the end of the live stream. Cool. Well, we've got Joshua in house. NFTs haven't dropped or had a bear market, so I believe PulseChain isn't launching until NFT holders are wrecked. Says Joshua. That's funny. Francis in the house with the red dots, green dots there. I'm not sure what happened to the hearts there, Francis. What happened to the hearts? Anyway, so this is Mintra. Obviously, Mintra is the greenest NFT marketplace. They had a pretty awesome fundraise, over $10 million, and that sacrifice is already finished. So we went through all that, and of course they're going to be airdropping the mint token there. So it was pretty successful. That's got Gerardo leading that. Obviously, a big software team behind him, and of course they have the website here, Mintra. So I'll post this in the chat there if you want to check that out. The old Mintra link there, nice. And of course they've got all their stuff coming up there. So it looks a little bit cyberpunky looking with they've got some of those shared images. They obviously got their social media in the house. And if we jump over to the Mintra marketplace, they've got an update here. Mintra Sacrifice had ended, and of course their UI. We've looked at the UI that they had. Hopefully we can get to that. This was the teaser they gave out, and man, oh man, it doesn't look good or what. So this has looked really nice. This had the big staking feature as well. So we see that the PulseVerse got staking feature for NFTs. With their token NFTs, and then we've also got Mintra here. Mintra here with staking as well for their mint token. So that's going to be pretty popular as well. Fee sharing in there too. This is a really nice user. I like this. It's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. It's got staking, unstaking, etc. We have covered this before. And of course, the value of the mint supply, the wallet value, of course, very, very nice. You share basically in the trading that's going on if you're holding that mint token on the platform. So very, very cool. So there's two marketplaces. Let's jump over to the third one here, Lethayus. Lethayus, as I said, this is an introduction to these projects. So Lethayus, yeah, that's pretty cool name. So we're going to post that in the chat there, and bam, I'll post that as we go. Ninja's in the house. Ninja Chopstick. Hey, you can see a Ninja, and the Cryptopia's in the house too. So hi. So hey, do you know Cryptopia Mania? Do you know that used to be my old channel when I was promoting Hex back in the early days? It was called Cryptomania. Cryptomania was what it's called, and I was one of the many that YouTube pulled down. And of course, we were all at the beginning and promoting Hex AA lobby and the referrals there. And yeah, that's it was called Cryptomania, which is pretty funny. You got Cryptopia Mania, which is pretty funny. Hi, so where did my PLS go? It was in the pool after it ended. I don't see it finished on my wallet. Oh, well, that's easy. All you have to do, we're going to cover this at the end of the live stream, but we'll just jump there to show you that, just to help you out. So when the actual pool finishes, just click on the finish tab here, and your pool will be at the bottom here. So you just have to click on that tab that might be hidden. So you just have to wait to that, and you'll be able to see and collect your PRT token. I've already collected mine earlier, so it's not under live, under finished, and you can get your PRT token there. Cool. All right, hopefully that helps. Nice. CJ's in house. Hex, PLX. I'm all good, says CJ. Nice. Me too, CJ. I'm with you on that one. G'day, Hex Token, says Brennan. Hey, Brennan, good to see you in the house. It's always a pleasure, man. We've got some cool people in the chat for sure. Robson says low key might have I've wrecked myself on the testnet swapping PLSX for the PLSX incentive token for LP. No, it's impossible to swap more than one PLSX incentive token back to PLSX without having 90% impact. But maybe refresh the browser or something's changed with the pool there, because that incentive token got pumped by like 40 million bucks. So anyway, we'll talk about that later towards the end of the live stream. Busting to get using Mintra, says Hexdad. Yeah, I think Mintra is going to be pretty popular. With Gerardo, one of the biggest top 5 YouTubers in the space, and man, if he made an alliance with Pixelpark and others like that could really dominate a lot of the space with that Hexdad. So imagine having an NFT marketplace with the top YouTubers in the space promoting it. Very, very cool. Imagine if you were an NFT marketplace and you had partnerships with like 10, 15 of the top influencers. That'd be pretty amazing when PulseChain drops. Because when PulseChain drops, all the YouTubers in the space are going to really grow even faster, is my guess, as people come over that bridge into the PulseChain ecosystem. It's going to be pretty fun to watch. Howard Mater says, any updates on Liquid Loan testnet DApp? Would love to see USDL hold its peak with PLS. Yeah, so the testnet DApp, it is coming. That's what they said. It's pretty soon. The other thing I asked about sacrifice balances yesterday on Twitter, they said that those numbers are being crunched and there'll be an announcement coming soon on Liquid Loans. Good comment there, Howard Mater. Cryptomania says it helped. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's all good. Need dropped like button. Yeah, don't forget subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and welcome everybody. It's a really great pleasure to have everybody here. And man, I'm getting excited. It's the quiet period, but I'm just with all the stuff that's going on, all the stuff's getting built. Hopefully this show today on NFTs just covers just one area of where PulseChain is going to have an amazing impact. I think it's going to be pretty fun. Now, you don't have to participate in NFTs, of course. It is a speculative part of crypto, but it does offer a lot of opportunities as well. I told you about Ink and Party Token. Those are dumping around coins. I don't buy them and participate into LP farming. Yeah, so when I did my trade earlier, I actually traded into USD stable. So hopefully that holds up, the stable coin holds up. I didn't put it into, I was thinking about incentive token. I saw how much it had pumped, and I thought, nah, that's coming down. So I didn't go there. I should have said that on the video, but I didn't bother to do that. Ninja says, need to drop that like button. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like button, hit the subscribers. We're heading up towards 3,800 subscribers. We've got 59 votes in the poll, looking good. Get in there on the poll, folks. We've got more people watching, so it's great to have you all here. Don't forget to get into the chat. Really, it's important that everyone participates. Xdad said Gerardo is a complete legend, and Sir and NFT PLS did good jumping on with Gerardo to form Mintra. Yeah, I think that was a smart move as well, Xdad. Robson's in the house says, good to hear. Glad it's the testnet already. Learning that hodling the coins is the safest way to get the big gains. Absolutely, that is true. That's how I'm at it. Here we are. Anyway, we're on Lethayus. It's pretty hard to say. Lethayus.com, and they've got a cool roadmap. So this is going to be like a comic book NFT series, I believe. So we are creating the first NFT comic book series written and curated by a DAO community. So I understand that the person behind this is a very well-known, like a really well-known comic artist. So this could be really quite cool. Bringing together the power of storytelling, comic book illustration, and NFT community, we are creating a comic book series that explores the history and culture of cryptocurrency in a fantasy Game of Thrones medieval setting. I think that could really, really cool. Join us and take part in this rare opportunity to own your very own piece of a comic book NFT history. So nice. Welcome to the world of Lethayus. Lethayus is a mysterious land full of empires, kingdoms, wizards, and magic. Now, if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, this could really suit you too. If you're into Game of Thrones, this could really be something that would be fun. Our story begins in the 7th age, deep in the Hash Mountains of the ETH Empire, where a new king has just been crowned. The epic battle for power continues in the realm of DeFi, is it? DeFi, I think it is, and the king and Hex King. So it's pretty cool. They're incorporating all these coins and projects and stuff in a fun way. Has the eye fixed on the ETH Emperor Talic. So really about Hex and all the good stuff with PulseChain. The king has discovered a new magic that could forever change not only the empire of ETH, but the realm of Senex and the whole world of Lethayus. So cool. The code of Lethayus, there's some cool imagery there. Got some really cool stuff going. The Silent Knight, Duke Silver, the Count of Matty Crypto. I understand that these guys are going to focus on personalities in the community and of course doing NFTs around that too. So it's going to be fun to animate the community in the storybook and on a comic with NFTs. So the Hex King, 369 in this collection. This is phase 1, so 369 NFTs. That features the founder of Hex and PulseChain, Richard Hart, as the comic book icon, the Hex King. Once sold out, the gods of Lethayus will rain down spores in honor of the new Hex King, rewarding owners and Hex tokens along with status as the first demigods of the Lethayus. That's pretty fun. I think that's pretty cool, fun part there. And it looks like there will be Hex tokens, so that's looking pretty interesting. Get ready to be part of Hex and PulseChain history coming soon. The second phase, phase 1.5, the rise of the demigods. Owners of the Hex King will become the first demigods of Lethayus. Demigod privileges include access to locked stories of Lethayus, voting rights to decide certain storyline and character direction, and unique opportunity to be on the Council of the Gods. Then there's the Council of the Gods. 5 demigods will be chosen to work closely with the gods to ensure the community is heard, and the lowliest peasants to the highest demigod. Then the next one is the treasury of the gods. A percentage of the royalties goes to the DAO treasury. Now, I like DAO treasuries when they're used very well to benefit the community that's involved. So demigods vote on how the treasury is spent. Voting rights there. So that's pretty cool. So you get to vote on how it's spent. Nice. Voting rights, the demigods will vote regularly. 1 NFT equals 1 vote. Other privileges, demigods will get whitelist spots for new projects, exclusive demigod-only merchants, merchandise giveaways, and airdrops are nice. Then there's phase 2, page 1, volume 1. And it's going to be 369 in that collection as well. So this will be the first of many pages of the World of Lethayus comic book. Demigods will vote on to decide how it goes. So that goes on there. Then there's the Knights of Hex. That's phase 3. There's going to be 5,555 NFTs in that collection. And of course, this is going to be pretty cool. The Hex of Knights there. Once sold out, a new story will be unlocked. So that's cool. The next one is stay phase 4, Keys to the Kingdom. Phase 5, Ghost Guild. That's going to have 10,000 collection. And at this point, you should know all about the Ghost Guild in the realm of Senex, and so that's going to go on there too. And then finally, phase 6, 7, 8, 9, 100 and 1,000 take over the world. So looking for a really big expansion of the community. The story is deep and the characters exciting and intriguing. So that's going to be pretty fun. Now, I do have a subscribe button there. I have posted the link, I believe, in the chat there, so definitely check that out. I'm pretty sure I posted that somewhere. I keep forgetting to leave the comments off there, so I apologize for that. I'm trying to remember to take the comments off, but that is the link there. You can definitely check that out, Lethayus.com. I'll post that one more time in case I did forget. Bam. We got Mintra in the house. Matty Crypto is the point of that. And how I made it says DCA, the main coin, does the best in my opinion. That's true. I agree with you on that. PulseVerse looks badass. I was unaware of this, who is behind this project. And it says Hexdad. Hello, how you doing today? So I've posted all the links to these videos. It's really an introduction to the NFT space, and I'll probably try and get all of the developers into the channel to a special live stream. How I made it says safest LP would be the PLS Hex PLS pair, and I am Conchu's avatar, says Pulsedoge. Nice, I like that. What else we got going there? How I made it says, yeah, for sure, Briz, for sure. All right, so that there is Lethayus. So that's our third project we looked at. So the first one was the PulseVerse NFT marketplace. Sacrifice is coming up soon. The second one we looked at was Mintra, which is finished at Sacrifice, and that's led by Gerardo and the software team behind him. That's very advanced. We saw that's already got cool UIs coming as well. We've just looked at Lethayus, which is a relatively new one. Looks like a pretty cool storyline there, and they're kind of going to animate the whole community. I guess pick up a lot of personalities and things like that. It's going to be pretty cool. The next one, of course, is PowerCity. We're familiar with PowerCity. They've got their NFT. They've still got their sacrifice on in the terms that they get 1 for 1, but all of the upsides, the 2 for 1 is gone, the 1.75, etc., is gone. I believe it's still just open-ended is the way it goes. So yeah, open-ended here until PulseChain launches a 1-for-1. So you can still pick up some Watt tokens. Just remember that people at the beginning got 2 for 1. Then 1.75, etc. You also can get, I think, a bonus here of 55%. So if you sacrifice for PulseChain, PulseX, Liquid Loans, Internet Money, you can still grab that. You've got to use the same wallet, though, remember? Got to use the same wallet. And they've still got, I believe they've still got this target here. So as they get bigger targets, you will be able to get giveaways. I still think they've still got those on. Charity, if you're in the chat there, just let me confirm that these are still running. I'm pretty sure they are as well. Cool, thanks. All right, so cool, that's running. So PowerCity's got the NFT marketplace, and of course this is just one of maybe 5 main products they're doing. And of course Pixel NFT marketplace is NFT marketplace that will exist exclusively on PulseChain that allows users to create, purchase, stake, and trade NFTs. So we're seeing a lot of that staking going on. with the profit sharing, so pretty cool as well. Pixelpark will also be playing an important role in many of the PowerCity protocols, as well as the metaverse play to earn ecosystem. So lots of this play to earn coming in. So passive income galore. It's not just about NFT gifts here or pictures. There's a lot of DeFi and GameFi built into these platforms. This is the where the NFT marketplaces are heading. So very cool. In the white paper here, they've also got this. Let me just power this up so we can all see that clearly. So the NFT marketplace section says Pixelpark will be exciting new NFT marketplace exclusive PulseChain using the ERC 1021 and ERC 1155 standard. So remember that the ERC 20s are coming over. Those are the tokens. But we've also got these NFT standards also getting copied over to PulseChain. They're going to need a marketplace. They're going to need a place to thrive, to be traded. It's going to be interesting to see that. This versatile marketplace will allow users to create and launch digital works and purchase and trade stake NFTs. So that's looking pretty good. I think I read that part. Pixelpark will open the door to vibrant economies on PulseChain by offering the best non-fungible token tools possible. Pixelpark will also play an important role in the PowerCity ecosystem, as well as the PowerCity pay to earn. So this is going to be one, obviously, of many platforms that they're building. So I think that's pretty exciting. This is one of their first three too. So they've got 3 priority. I think out of the 5 platforms, they've got 3 of them are priority. NFT Marketplace is one of those in terms of getting that to market on PulseChain. So that's the third one there, folks. So cool. So it's the fourth one, I should say. Number 5 is Pulsicans. And of course, this is relatively new. So I'm relatively new to Pulsicans as well. I think we've got someone from the team in the chat there. We've got someone in there, Hex Dad. I think you're involved in Pulsicans. Just confirm that in the chat. Pretty sure that's the case. George says for the safest liquidity, you want a pair of coins that aren't very volatile but do lots of trades. That's true. You want to have coins that either finish the ratio as they started, or pretty much that's pretty much it. But the other side, of course, if coins are not correlated too much and they move in opposite directions, then you can get a lot of impairment loss there. Cool. It says yes, they're still running. Yeah. So let's have a quick look at where they did. I have that on their list. I think I'm not sure if I had on there the total. Do I have the total at the top here? We've got 20 hours, 17 minutes. It says total sacrifice balance almost $2.4 million for PowerCity. That's pretty good on that one. Cool. Let's have a look here. So let's jump over to a few other things. We've got Pulsedoge here, talking about trading period. We were talking about PulseX at the end. You might want to save a few of your comments for that one. Hex Token is a paid shield, says Cryptomania. Nice one, I like it. And Crypto, just kidding. Yeah. I'm not getting paid anything for this, by the way. Yeah, for sure. Pulsedoge says come in a little too hot and without a wrench, Cryptomania. Yeah. Man, it says stable LP would be a dream for those dip days. Yeah, that's true. Right, so we're going to talk about that soon. We are talking about NFTs. Everyone wants to talk about the trading LPs and their yield farming, but that's just the way it goes. That's just how we roll in the community. Right, so here we are on Pulsicans, the first ever official punk type NFT, launching it exclusively on PulseChain network. So we've talked about different markets, and of course, I think all of the ones we've talked about, except for Liquidity. The Liquidity was actually NFTs. The other 3 we talked about were all marketplaces, and of course, Pulsicans is an NFT as well, NFT collection. So not talking about marketplace now for NFTs, but an actual collection. The first ever official punk type NFT, launching exclusive on PulseChain network. Want to be part of history? Whitelist coming soon on Discord, and of course, we're going to have a look at. They pinned this on the 30th of March. This is their summary here. Now, obviously, this is just an introduction to these projects. You can learn more about them, and I will try and get some of the founders of these projects to do a full dedicated show coming up here. The Pulsicans project and whitelist info. If there's one thing that is different about all of Richard Hart's projects, it's that he has built an amazing absolute community and indirectly created a big and supportive family, and we would like to follow the same suite. So stage 1 is going to be Pulsicans, males only. They're doing number 1 to 2,000 NFTs. 5 whitelist 1 to 5. They're going to do 400 spots available per whitelist, split into 2 waves of covering different time zones. Whitelist members will have 72 hours to claim, otherwise it will be sold to the highest offer. And then stage 1 is going to have whitelist process. Google form will be available on their Discord, so you have to join the Discord. I joined the Discord earlier today, so you can check that. This will be after PulseChain releases on Mintra.io. So it looks like they're going to be going on Mintra there and be trading there as probably one of the early projects on there. The first come first serve. So nice little addition to there. Stage 2 will be Pulsican females only, so it'll be females characters, I guess. Hashtag be number 1 to 2,000, so 2,000 there, and 5 whitelist there. 400 spots available as well, so pretty similar. Stage 2 whitelist projects. Those who own Pulsican males at the time of whitelist creation for stage 2 will automatically be whitelisted for Pulsican females. The female Pulsicans will have similar accessories to their male counterparts. Whitelist members will have 72 hours to claim, otherwise it will be sold to the highest offer. So it'll be interesting. Then stage 3 is going to happen once those stage 1 and 2. Those who own both male and female versions of the same NFT number will be airdropped a baby Pulsican. So this baby Pulsican, I think they'll be pretty popular, and another linked project for free. That's completing our full Pulsican family set. So cool. Whitelist criteria: stage 1 whitelist number 1 will be priced at $75 for PLS on launch. So that's going to be 400 NFTs in that, plus a 5% royalty. Price rises by $2 for every new whitelist up until stage 2 whitelist. So I guess that's what, the $85 if I'm doing the math on there properly. Each wallet address will be allowed to have a maximum of 5 entries per whitelist, but you will have to resubmit the form for each entry. So I think that's a good way of trying to get even distribution there. And of course, you can see, I think, some of the imagery they've got here, some of the pictures. So pixelated art. Obviously, this sort of art does suit a lot of generations because, you know, just given some of the games that have been out and just some of the artwork over, you know, maybe 70s, 80s, 90s, even, you know, 2010s. A lot of people have used artwork like this. So, yeah, cool. And obviously, very crypto punk style, as we say. We've got this kind of crypto punk style going on there. So it's going to be exclusive to PulseChain. So definitely check some of that. They've got lots more details in there. Like I said, it's really just an intro to this topic. And there, PulseChains, that's the base summary there of what's going on. Very, very cool. We're going to get into Pulsedoge. Let's jump over there. Chris Bragg says, do you think you will buy more Hex before the snapshot? Well, that's an open question. Anyone else can answer that. I've been buying at all the dips there, Chris. If you might have probably watched a couple of weeks ago, I was buying all the dips around 11, 12 cents, or around there. 12 to, I think I bought through 11 to 14 cents there, Chris. Robson says, hypothetically, as Richard was to announce mainnet going live in 1 hour on his live stream, what do you think would happen to the Hex price? Well, what else do you think is going to happen? It's going to have to go through the roof. My view. That's my personal opinion, not investment advice. Brownie says, woohoo, in the hammer for the beach. Nice one. All right, so then we got the next project here, Pulsedoge. I'm, you know, at first I was just like, okay, I love the artwork on Pulsedoge. I think it's like amazing. Yeah, so this is kind of where it's at. So this Pulsedoge.win. Now, did I post the Pulsicans website? I don't think I did I? Let me just post. I'll just do the Twitter page. You can hit that up on Twitter and see this one. I don't think they have a website. So this is the Pulsicans one. Check that out in your own time there. And of course, we're on Pulsedoge here. So I'm going to post that now as well. So you can check this out. This is number 6 that we're covering. And of course, this is already trading on Binance Smart Chain. It's going to get a copy on PulseChain. So pretty cool like that. I think Randy Halasky is big in this, and possibly Trayvon and other people. So pretty big deal. This could actually, I haven't actually looked at the price lately, but this could actually blow up. This could actually blow up in price. Now, obviously, here they are. They've got their Discord and Telegram. Get in there. Definitely, Telegram. Sorry, get in there and say hello. But this is kind of what it's at the moment. We've got their last update there was on the 11th of February, and of course they've been around since last year. I think it was last year sometime. And of course, this was their update that they gave on the 4th of 11th. So Pulsedoge Burnamentals NFTs. Now, obviously, they have a token that's trading. And of course, I think Randy Halasky was talking about, I think he had number 1 or something. I can't remember, he posted something on Twitter about having one of the cool, maybe the top token or something. I can't remember. But anyway, it is trading on BSD. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Anyway, so Pulsedoge continues to build features around the native token to enhance the ecosystem. And the Pulsedoge NFT project is unique in the way it distributes NFTs and how it enhances the tokenomics of the Pulsedoge token. It's designed to work hand in hand with the eco staking, which locks up supply. So that's a very important part to understand in terms of its fundamentals. What we ended up creating is a massively supply burning mechanism. So maybe just massive supply burning mechanism in the shape of an NFT play. Once we launch on PulseChain, there will be minting phase of 1,473 unique NFTs that will be distributed for each day for 369 days. So for each day, that sounds like a AA lobby, pretty pumpamental, if you ask me. So I actually love the artwork on these. I mean, they're pretty cool. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. The NFTs will be distributed in a lottery fashion. So this is just, they keep pumping this thing. This thing's already been around for a long time. I haven't checked the price, but I have suspicion this could really blow up. This could really blow up. I'm going to actually check the price. I'm going to actually, I might actually speculate. But hey, that's not an investment advice to anybody. I'm just saying. But I might actually look at this. This is interesting. Which is called X Pulsedoge. So the NFTs will be distributed in a lottery fashion. Users can win them by offering their lottery tickets, which are tokens called X Pulsedoge. The way you get your hands on X Pulsedoge tokens is by burning regular Pulsedoge. So you actually got to spend some money, right? You can't just get nothing. Any Pulsedoge tokens that are sent to the burn address or converted directly through our new UI will be at NFT at Pulse.1. I don't think that's actually up at the moment. Let me post that on here. I don't think that's, I haven't checked to see what, no, that's not up yet. So cool. We'll mint you X Pulse token at a 1-to-1 ratio. Example, if you burn 1,000 Pulsedoge, you will mint 1,000 X Pulsedoge there. And there we go. So for every Pulsedoge token burnt, Pulsedoge, you'll get 1 X Pulsedoge. The top there. So I think the artwork's cool. I really like the artwork for some reason. I don't know what it is. You get 1 X Pulse token. Nice. Pulsedoge NFTs have not been approved by the SEC, FDA, or Maxis. Batteries not included. NFTs may speak aggressive German. So some human there. We also got PulseX there. So by sending regular Pulsedoge tokens to burn address, this is all looking to come up here, folks, in the future. The daily competition for NFTs. So in each 24-hour period, there will be 4 NFTs minted and claimable by lucky participants that day. It's a game of chance. The more X Pulse Dodge you have contributed, the bigger the chance you will win one of your 4 NFTs minted that day. So I guess that if you look at it, even if you didn't bid for the NFTs and you're not burning your Pulse Dodge, that's burning a Dodge off the market. So it's kind of seems very complementary to the underlying token, even if you don't get involved in the bidding and the NFTs. The bigger chance you will win one day the 4 minted NFTs. The daily pool is openly, publicly for anyone who owns X Pulsedoge tokens to participate in. So, yeah, so there we are. So that's kind of some of the things going. They're all bidding, I guess, for the token there. With the system, there is no way of direct purchase Pulsedoge NFTs without benefiting all holders of Pulsedoge. To get NFTs, you have to either own Pulsedoge and burn it, or you have to buy it and burn it to get your X Pulsedoge lottery tokens. The challenge and solution: design the game theory. We identified a time zone and timing problem. People in the right time zone or with enough time on their hands would benefit by waiting till the very, very last minute to contribute to Pulsedoge. Why? Because it's similar to poker. The later you play your hand, the better off you are. If you can see what your competitors do before you need to make it. So due to the challenge, we have solved this with a time bonus. So the first 6 hours, you'll get 25% bonus to your X Pulsedoge committed, and a quarter of the NFTs are revealed. The next 6 hours, another 10% and 2/4. Next 6 hours, you get 5% and your Dodge committed. 3/4 of the NFT revealed. Final 6 hours, you get no bonus, and four NFTs are revealed. So it's kind of a bit like that. 25% bonus. Cool. Pulsedoge Engine 14 gives you an idea of their gamification. So as you can see, the earlier you enter each day, the larger your bonus of. So it's pretty cool. I won't read all this, but that's kind of what they're going to do to give away the 4 per day. So here's the TLDR. Get NFTs by burning Pulsedoge tokens. Each Pulsedoge burn, you can get an X Pulsedoge token. That's your lottery ticket. And NFTs are madly cool. Every day, this burning competition goes on for 369 days until 1,476 NFTs are distributed. So that's the total amount. The NFT play is designed to work alongside with eco staking to enhance Pulsedoge system. and eco staking locks up Pulsedoge supply. The NFT system reduces the Pulsedoge supply. So that's kind of where the fundamental is there. And let's have a look at this eco staking. So what that is, so cool. But I actually read this a long time, this particular article ago, between founders. So it's got all the tokenomics there. I won't post that, but you can definitely check that out. Did I actually post the link on that? And yeah, so let me post. What did I post there? I posted that. Did I post that? Yeah, Pulsedoge. I think I posted the Pulsedoge on the link there. Cool. Pulsedoge, nice. Brazil just got up and to the right. I like that. Potential new all-time high from the initial announcement of it. There's Robson. Woohoo! Says Gen Hex. Hey, good to see Craig in the house. Well done today on your show, by the way. And we are already at 6 Hex for tomorrow's daily payout. Says Brazil. Yeah, the payouts per Hex have been amazing. And 1.2 million penalties already. Nice. All right, so that there, folks, is an introduction to the 6 NFT projects. 3 of them were marketplaces, and 3 of them NFT collections, and with some token staking and stuff like that. So pretty cool. I think we're going to see a lot more of this stuff coming on, of course, and all the other contracts that copied over. What they're going to get priced up as, it's going to be pretty fascinating. So I hope you enjoyed that. Pretty much introduction to NFTs. We looked at the total market caps there. And of course, all these projects, very cool. I'll try and get some of these founders onto the channel. We'll do some dedicated live streams to get in a bit more detail. Let's jump over to PulseX. And we had heaps of questions in the chat on this. People are definitely getting excited for this launch. So we've got PulseX there. And we can also bring up the daily stats because I think we had a pretty good day in the office too as Hex stakers. So if you staked Hex, I think it was pretty good. So day 859 finished. So that finished, and we're up 5.3%. Woohoo! On the price, 13.66 cents. So we pumped on the Hex. Nice. That makes me want to bring the Hex price up now. And let's check that out. So 13.56. So we had a nice little mini pump. Let's call it a mini pump on the Hex price. Very, very nice to see that. And bam, let's go and have a look at that. So nice on there. We'll pull that up. The Hex payout. Yeah, Hex payout today. 6.157 for day 859. We're currently in day 860 on the Hex journey, and man, 6.157. Look at it. We've been absolutely doing 4 days in a row over 6, and then today it was already over 6 there. 1.2 million penalties, as Pulsedoge pointed out. Very, very cool. We've got 155.7 million Hex in the pool for the trading, 18.8 million US dollars, and 2,000 Ethereum in there at the moment. So cool. T-share price now is T-share rate is 21,261 Hex per T-share. Longer pays better, of course. That will put it at around about 7,090 Hex. 7,090 Hex for 10-year stake or 15-year stake. So cool. Looking good. Average stake length 6.4 years. Nice. Pretty big day in the increase of T-share rate too, 11.6. Very cool on that. And of course, our penalties were pretty high. 4 million in penalties. We've had 4 days in a row with pretty good penalties. In fact, 7 out of the last 10 days have been over 1 million. 7 out of the last 10 days have been over 1 million today. It was definitely the best, almost 4 million Hex there as well. Cool. All right. Have we got any highlights there? No, I think it's probably the key ones there. Nice. The other thing, of course, is Hex price at the moment, 13.57 cents. And we've got, let's have a look at some of the news here on PulseX, some of the big changes we have had so far. We have had the farms. We now have 5 farms. I think we just had 3. Now we've got the INC PLS and the INC PLX. You can see the APRs on these are pretty mad, pretty cool. But once again, INC got pumped. So you got to be careful. The apparent loss on that could be absolutely insane in the membrane. And we had some people already say they've gone in the pools there. So that's pretty cool. And the PLS pair is pumped as well. That was sitting at 8%, and that's now at 363%. So that's pretty insane in the membrane there. What else we got? So that's going on. Finished. We've got no finished ones there. Live, they're all live. Now let's hit the pools. Now the party pool, of course, this party pool on the live, that has gone. That is finished. So the party finished, I don't know, was it 5-6 hours ago? That finished, I think. Now, to see that, you have to click the Finish tab. These pools are no longer distributing rewards. Please unstake your tokens. So I already did that after the thing closed. So if you had earned, basically this pool had switched over from the live over to the Finish, and you have to just go there, and then you can withdraw your tokens And of course, I still got mine in there. Look at that. I got 10 million. I have to withdraw that, so I'm going to do that live. I took out the reward, but I didn't take out the LP. But if you take out the LP, it will automatically take out the reward with it, so you get your party tokens with it. So there we are. That's hilarious. I forgot to take out the actual tokens there. That's a PulseX. That's 10 million PulseX. You heard it here. Now, Craig Wadding was giving away 1 million PulseX here. And there we are. I just got 10 million. I just withdraw that out of the liquidity pool. Bam. I might, Craig, you might have to get in contact me, and I'll refund you a few million on the PulseX here, since we made crazy gains. And of course, we did a video on that earlier. Let us post that. I'm going to post that in the chat here as well. We're rocking it on the DMV here as well. So look at this mad gains. So here's my 10 million PulseX that I've just got out. I just withdrew that there. And of course, now it's sitting here. And I've got my test pulse in here. How much test pulse I got? Mad gains. I got 313 million test pulse. 230 million. Yeah, pretty good. Where's my stables? USDL, USDC. Where is it? USDC. 22626. Is that what I got? That's right. I actually traded my 600,000 into the test pulse there. I want to congratulate everybody out there. Your community pick. You picked the token that we wanted. So cool. You picked the info here on the tab here. You picked the was it the Algo one? I've got Algo here. This is the trade that we picked. We picked this one, and man, we did well. We did super well on this token. It's back up here actually. Algo number 7 at the moment, but it's down 70% now. Man, I sold it before it went down 70%. I sold it and we made mad gains. Now look at this incentive token. This thing was up over 10,000%. It's now up 974, 146. Look at the 24-hour volume on that incentive token, 52 million. Someone's been manipulating this pool, man. This pool's been highly manipulated. The liquidity is 40 million. That's just insane. People just that's completely manipulated. So anyway, so this is insane. We got what else? We got Hex up 42%, PulseX up 38, and Pulse up 43, and PulseX up 38%, and so forth. So we were up on Algo quite a lot, and then of course our other alternative member was Maxi, and of course Maxi is on the third page. Where's Maxi gone? I've not got a signal here. Maxi, where are you, Maxi? Maxi. Maxi at the top there. Yeah, Maximus at the top here, number 11, and it's up 41%, $4.27. But we were actually did better results on our trade. So choosing the Algo token was actually up ahead of Maxi. I think it was 60 something percent. It's now just been sold off a little bit since I took it out, but awesome. So that's what we made. So let's go to the trade value. Let's go to the exchange. Let's put it in the trade value here, and of course, let's do USDC. This is an example here. Okay, so our pulse since we traded was worth 600,000, and we made awesome gains. We made $350,000 on 250, and that was you guys voted. And of course, you won. You won big time, and that was 240% gains, 2.4x gains, 140% gains. Pretty mad. That's down a little bit now, but of course, Pulse, we believe in Pulse. Pulse is going to go up there in any case, so cool. What else we got? James Bond says, I'm pretty happy just with the Richard Hart ecosystem, only less risk. That's true. So I'm like the majority is all about accumulating more volume for PulseX, Hex, and of course, but I always like to have a little bit set aside for some projects. So that's why I've sacrificed for liquid loans. I sacrifice for internet money, just for some liquid loans is slightly different from internet money. Internet money is more speculative play, but I think the upside potentially could be huge on that. So looking for very excited there. Pixelpark's in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo! Hey, Pixelpark, good to see you. Rumors are that Richard Hart is about to announce the PulseChain swap. Actually, let's go to the chain now. I'm not sure when. I know he's got a show on coming up. Let me just double check that I'm not in any way. I don't know when. I can't remember when it's coming up there. Richard Hart, let's pull it up, and that's coming up in pretty soon. 7 hours, that's miles away. 7 hours to go. Are we doing a 7 hours live stream? Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's rock on. Write the word 7 hour go on the thing. I'm just kidding. Don't write that. I don't know if I'll survive that long. Or Craig Whaling did. I mean, they just did like 4 hours and they're 4.5 hours. I'm not something like that. Hex4 says not into NFTs, but I welcome them to use the PulseChain ecosystem. Yeah, you're gonna need lots of value being traded on the chain, so that that you get that high buy and burn. You want a lot of tokens traded, and you want a lot of NFTs traded as well. And Tintop says, nice. Yeah, I like how you got the play and staking features on these platforms as well, especially the marketplaces. I think that's pretty positive. Brazil said it says giving away 200 million to test Pulse says Brazil. Sandy's in the house. Woohoo, Craig. Thanks, Craig. Yeah, nice, Sandy. And Lies Beneath in the house. What else we got going? Robson's in there as well. Mad Gains is Mad Gains. Congrats, dude. You'll be jumping when you make those returns on mainnet. Yeah, we'll have to do another. I don't know if it's going to be that risk taking, but hey, that's where we go. This is just testnet, by the way. These are just pretend numbers. This is like a playground just to get used to the facility. This is not real tokens. So cool. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, what the heck, man? What the fudge? What the heck is that? That just got swapped. Oh my gosh! Do you see that's 800 grand? I don't know what's happening there. 14% slippage. I don't know. Is that accept update? No, it's not gonna work on there. My slippage is not big enough. It's got 800 grand on the USD there. That's really weird. That's crazy. What are we gonna do? Slippage there. Expert mode. And expert mode. I have to do that too. Confirm. We're gonna get wrecked. Are we gonna get wrecked? I don't know. Oh, it's gonna really. Does it work? Oh, come on. Where's my ticket? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's pretty risky. Am I going to get wrecked? This is crazy. You guys are crazy out there. Bam. All right. So, do we do it? It's successful. Let's have a look here. Bam. And what do we got there? We got 800,000. We got we just jumped from 600 to 800,000 USDC. Nice. I don't know. This is all the liquidity side. The pools are all a bit off at the moment, I think, but that's the way it goes. It's cool. That was pretty funny. You saw that live on the stream. 7 hours to go, says Ninja. Absolutely. We're looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. As I said, Mad Gains is Mad Gains. 100K on testnet. Sheesh. Yeah, we're almost. Our goal was to get to $1 million. So we're almost there. We just need 20%. We need 20%. Let me know what you guys think is a good play on the 20% there. Let me think what is a good play on the 20%. That's what I'm saying. We're not going into the incentive token, not after a 10,000 pump there. That's not happening. I still feel pretty good about Hex. Hex might be a nice little safe 20% play. Let me know what you think. We just sold out our Pulse. We just sold our Pulse out. The price, these don't update immediately. I'm not sure what, like I said, the refresh rate is on here. I wonder if it's in the code where it shows under the underlying code. If we inspected that, it might show the refresh rate. Not sure. Party tokens down. Well, that's ended, so we're not getting party token. We could try and get some more Algo again. Get back into Algo. That'd be funny. Yeah, we could get some Mintra. Mintra might do all right, eh? Mintra might get pumped. Might get pumped on Mintra. Joe's got the claps on. Yeah. We've got an 800K now. We're almost at $1 million, man. Now I had to do some risky trading there. I do not recommend that in real time. I did the expert mode there. I think I'm not sure if they, without expert mode on, let's turn that off again. Without expert mode, can I do 20% on there? I actually haven't tested that. It turns out maybe front run. So here we are. So Brazilji, you were talking about front run yesterday, right? This is going here. Your transaction may be front run. I did say that it was the slippage. So it's funny. It came out when I did 20%. It came up with front run. And let's do 10%. 10%. Your transaction might be front run as well. And 8%. Obviously, that would be the case in a real live market. It's going to be interesting there. 7%. 6%. Is that coming up there? 6%. 5%. No, 5% is the max on there. So then we went to expert mode. We didn't have any of that. So bypass confirmation models and allow higher slippage trades using your own risk. And I guess people might be using the expert mode if they were. I have to confirm that again. They might be wearing the expert mode on day one. People might be using it on day one to do some high risk trades there. Who knows? James Bond says $1 million by Monday. You legend. Yeah. Says Project. Nice. All right, cool. So we kind of covered that off too. Nice on that. And what else did we talk about that? So yeah, 13.56 cents on Hex. Nice bounce off 12.8. Let's have a look at the daily on Hex. And let's see where we are there. Yeah, Richard Hart loves puppies, so we're going to quickly check that on the live stream too. We might as well jump into that. I'm going to close. Let's have a look here on the price here. So this is our price chart. I'm looking on the daily. And I might get rid of this one here. Delete that. And that's all that all failed, right? That was all failing. All that little kind of bull flag. And we've moved sideways now. But we haven't retested here. So people talking about, was I picking up Hex? I think someone asked. Well, I was picking up Hex along these bottoms here. As many of you guys will know, we were watching this internally and thinking, wow, this is probably as good a place as any. Would the price actually go down to 8 cents, 5 cents? I just didn't feel that was going to happen without a flash crash, without some sort of flash crash. Didn't really feel it's going to happen. And at the moment, the markets there doesn't seem any particular big sellers in the market. I think we had one the other day, but other than that, it's not a lot of big stuff happening. So at the moment, yeah, checking along. Woo-hoo. I got the 18th of April here as the earliest date. But hey, you never know. Maybe the Richard Hart loves. We won't have the mainnet launch, but maybe we might have some gamification around the block height. That could be interesting. Who knows? We've got the stuff 7 hours to go with the puppies. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just the puppies. Maybe it's just the puppies. Who knows? James Bond says, can't wait to see Superman trade like a boss on live mainnet. Real money. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have a look at that one. That's a different story. I don't want to really be, a trading target for people. I know the Bitcoiners do it a lot, but that's because I think they set up a lot of their videos. They're probably not a lot of the videos. Some of the traders must do a lot of real trades. I used to watch traders doing on some of the other like foreign exchange trading videos and stuff. But pretty mad. All right, cool. We're trading along here. We're just obviously moving slow. We've got a higher low at the moment though. That's positive. So the one thing out of this chart, higher low, and let's have a look at the DMI. DMI. Let's take off the trading there. So we definitely switched over. Sellers were in control, so we switched over. Buyers were down, but the sellers are starting to go down now too, and we're just gone below 25. So the trend is getting a bit vague there at the moment. We put our overlay back on. We've got we put our overlay back on. We want to get obviously this reversal in play. So obviously the buyers going up that way, and the sellers here going down that way, continuing the pattern, and of course get some sort of reversal here with the momentum, and get that back over 25 with the buyers in control. That's kind of what we're looking for, but at the moment this is what we've got. But a little bit of hope there with the sellers declining, a bit positive, and the RSI is going to cool off a bit while the happenings is trading around here below 50. So plenty of room for move up, but it might just trickle along here for a while. We'll see. And let's have a look at Hedron. We've got a Hedron and pick that up. Bam. Hedron V3 price. Look at that. Oh, so we've got to 2278 at the moment. So just moving sideways too. Managed to hold this position though. That's really positive in my view. Just sitting there in line with Hex, moving along sideways too. 3-4 days. Hedron moving along the sideways pretty much 3-4 days. So happy family there with Hex and Hedron. Now people were talking about yield farms earlier, so let's see if we've got any comments about that. Robson says, are you going to be doing like a 12-hour live stream on mainnet upon launch? Of course, Robson, of course. I imagine there's going to be live streams galore. I'll definitely be doing something on this channel, but hey, who knows? We might have panel channels and all sorts of stuff going on that day. Robson. What's good, family? DJ Lethal in the house. Very good. We're having a lot of fun here, DJ, that's for sure. DJ says, getting my daily Hex token. Nice. I like that. Cheers, mate. As a toast. Cool. All right. So we had a couple of comments earlier in the live stream. I'm not sure if I've got those at the top here. Some people were talking about the PLS. Robinson said, I already started staking LP provide for PLSX incentive token. So that's this one here. And it's down to 1600. So what did you say it was? 1870. So that APY has gone from 1870 down to 1662 at the moment. I haven't got anything in there at the moment. $39 million of liquidity. And what else had? EZ says, who's holding Hex with a snapshot? Will the EHEX keep its value once PulseChain comes alive? Also, I wonder where PX will be at. Where PX, I'm not sure about that last part. But there are a lot of people holding Hex for the snapshot. There's also people holding Hex for Maximus. Now, Maximus is on the final day of the testnet. I think the final day rolled over on Maximus. Just talk about that just briefly. Maximus had the DAT. We tried to do it live, but we were already too late for it. The minting phase on Maximus is got a couple of certain days. I didn't actually read it yesterday when I was doing my claim phase. Let me just click here. So the step 1 there was in the house. So we're already up to step 2, mint 1 maxi. So we're already at the end. If we go to the redeem, redeem phase, we have actually maxi in our wallet, but that's because we bought it on the exchange. And of course, the redeem phase is not working at this stage, is it? No, not working. So I don't think this will work until tomorrow because the PulseChain testnet is, I think, is a day behind the real world Hex on the Hex token there. So I think that's the reason why that is. Yeah, I think that's almost here. So here is the mint phase start date was 847. This is on PulseChain, not on the actual Hex one. And then day 855. The stake start is day 856 on PulseChain testnet 2B, and then it finishes on day 859. So if we bring up go.hex, we should be able to see this stuff. This date. So day 860. Yes, the day. Oh well, that's the same as today. Okay, so that's not the case. Oh no, it is day behind day. No, it's day 860 now, so that's correct. So day 860, you must have just finished day 859, which is the same as real Hex. So because real Hex is on the same, we'll look at daily stats. Daily stats is on. Daily stats is just finished day 859. So yeah, that's correct. So this is correct. We are on day 860. We've got 19 hours and 42 minutes to go. And the maxi, that means that's in stake from day 59. So that's finished. But maybe it takes another day. Maybe we have to wait till day 860 turns over to actually for them to actually make that stake. Maybe that's the right way of looking at it. Yeah, because it won't be successful doing minting the max there. I guess I can't mint it because it's got to be staked first. Mint phase ended. Yeah, well, I can't mint because that's done. So, and then the stake hasn't started, so I won't be able to redeem until it's 15.5 years. I'm not even sure how they're going to be doing this. They're doing it one day. We'll find out. We'll have to find out and wait and see what's happening with that. Anyway, so that was cool. And what was your question? Holding Hex for the snapshot? Definitely, that's the way to go. Hold Hex for the snapshot. If you want to get, even if you want to get PX or Pulse or trade for Pulse or PulseX, is probably one of the most recommended strategies to hold Hex on that way. Obviously, you can hold other tokens, but probably the case. Cameronson, what else we got going there? I think there was a couple other comments at the beginning. Just looking through some of these. Al Matt says going to be a massive improvement loss on the PulseX incentive pool, which is this one here. PulseX incentive pool loss. Don't swap your USDC or Pulse into those incentives. Just hope APYs it's going to tank on you leaving with you with $2 in total. Well, all I know is that because the token pumps so much, this big pump, if that gets sold down, then yeah, you'd get wrecked. You just get wrecked on either way. I mean, it's going to get wrecked either way, but I agree with that. think there was that. I think that was it. Was it? That was it. There were comments along the way about NFT, about the market there. Oh yeah, Robson says low key might have I've wrecked myself on the testnet swapping PLX into PLX incentive token for LP. As of right now, it's possible to swap more than one PLX incentive token back to PLX without having 99% impact. So let's check that. That's a Pulse incentive token. So we go incentive token, I guess, and Pulse incentive token. I guess it's the one you're talking about. I'm not sure if it's still the case. It's got the same value. Incentive token 73. Oh, well, okay. So it's currently getting a fraction. Oh, it's even a more of a fraction than it was on one PLX. What were you saying? You were saying swapping one PLX back to PLS, LP token back to PLS without 90% impact. Well, that looks like that's not the case anymore, at least by value dollars. So that should be okay. I think there was a little few other comments around the markets. How Matt says I did a lot of LP on other chains. Majority of the high APR gains are in the first week. That's true. After that, the API dies down 23%. Yeah, because how many people end up staking liquidity and going into LP farmings. The rates that you initially see, at these initial farmings here, just be careful. They go down a lot, folks. So if you're new to yield farming, you're thinking about going into it. It is kind of a medium to high risk sort of venture. And of course, these APRs disappear pretty fast once the liquidity goes up because people keep providing liquidity. And like I say, they do go down a lot. So just remember that on that one. How mate says safest LP would be PLS X PLS, the X PLS farm later on. Possibly, but they're all going to move in their own price, have their own price movements. So they could all be pretty risky too. And USDC, USDL. Yeah, I was going to say stable coins, obviously, they're going to be arguably the safest if they're, obviously USDL is algorithmic, but it's going to should be pretty similar around the dollar if it has managed to hold its peg. USDL might be the one that moves around more, and that might face some impairment loss on that point of view. It says USDL trading pair will keep you trading dollars for dollars and you collect the fees, no real impairment loss. Yeah, I was going to say that with USDL is the only one that may have a little bit of issue, but it's backed by PLS, but it sometimes those can move above or below the dollar and get arbitrage back. Good point though, Physiology. I think that was some of the comments there. I said I would come back to them, and hey, that's what I'm doing. Going back to those ones. I think we've got most of them in there. Cool. Where else there? How far did I get down now? Lammy's in house. Well, why can't Party token be a real pull? Just harvested 165,000 with Party. That's nice. Well done to you, man. Congratulations, dude. Totally awesome. So we'll see whether they do another pull or whether they're going to be doing something else. We'll just have to wait and see. If anyone's in the dev chat, let us know if you've got any insights from the dev chat. I am a Hex NFT enthusiast. Al Miros is. I think they might do quite well. Al Miros. Some of them are going to do well, right? It's about picking the winners. And of course, you don't want to if you get in early during the hype of those and then the hype dries down, the prices often die down. So you got to be very careful with the NFT investments. Besides this claim phase on the testnet. Claim phase. I already swapped out of a PLXS into LPool and made like 2% profit and got the fudge out there or something. Nice one, Robson. That's probably a good play, to be honest. Frosty's in there, Dingle Wolf, nice. And just wrecked PLP, PLS, says Lambing. Nice one, I like that. Very, very cool. So they had those on the list, right? So if you go to info and then you go to the LPs, they're on there too, which seems trading LPs. I think that was PLP, PulseX. Is that the one you were talking about? Let me have a look. PLP, PLS, PLP, PLX. Felix. Felix. Well, there's so many of these. Kind of weird for what that's all about. Maybe it's on page 1. Oh, what did I do there? I've gone crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, it's I can't even find it now. Oh well, I'll just forget it because I was leaving my stuff astray there. That's enough. All right, cool. The other thing, of course, is the liquidity. Let's go to liquidity because that was pretty interesting on PulseX. So we had yesterday. Remember how we were just coming down? Not many people were playing, and then of course we had the big pump in these assets. All these assets pump, especially the incentive token, and the liquidity pulled up. So that maybe the devs were involved in all that. But 290 million yesterday, which is pretty cool. I actually did a buy and burn earlier today, and I made a nice little buy and burn on that. I'm probably just at the right place at the right time. We've got $5.65 US dollar value, pretty small at the moment. The one I was at was, I think it was $800 or something. It gave me, I guess it's not the biggest, it gave me like 67 cents of bounty, but that's not too bad. When you consider how cheap the fees are going to be on PulseChain, that's a good trade. You could sit there all day, especially imagine if you're in like some country where it's like particularly like low income per day, and all you do is sit on PulseX, and with how cheap PulseX is going to be, like PulseChain is going to be, I should say, PLS, you'll be able to just keep claiming the bounty to sit in there, wait. Oh yeah, go, and you make yourself a good little income there. It only matters when you decide to exit the LP in terms of lost gains. That's true. But like I said, sometimes you have to wait around a long time. Now, I did a video on liquidity providing and also monitoring websites. They're really, check that out because it's a pretty good introduction to that. We actually had quite a detailed video. Robertson says, did you manage to get the dev chat? It's mainly behind the scenes work in regards to bugs and nodes, bad others. No, not yet, Robson. I've got to get myself back on Telegram. I'm desperate to get on there. I want to get back into Freeland. I like freedom platforms. So I can't wait to get back in there and get back to. I've probably got lots of people on there that are wondering where the heck I've gone because we used to have great chats on there. Now, can you send a PLP to another Addy? I'm scared to try, lol. Can you send PLP to another address? It should be no problem doing that, I would have thought. I don't see any reason why you can't send PLP. Why don't you just send a little bit, like one PLP or fraction of PLP or whatever it is in terms of that. Let's refresh here. I've only got one address set up in my Play wallet. There's only one draw. It's just a Play wallet. I've got no other addresses set up for it. Only one. I could set up another address. That could be something. Hey, $12 a PLS. How much is that? 11 PLS. We'll go for that. We'll burn. And bam, we're going to go for that. Why not? That's very small, but hey, we got 1 cent. 1 cent for that. That's the profit, given how cheap PulseChain is. How to get Maxi? Says Winston Laws. Now Maxi's coming up. Maxi is different, man. The only way to get Maxi is it's on the testnet at the moment, so you can buy and sell it. But the actual it's going to be launching soon. So they're just finishing up their testnet. You can see the testnet here. It's just playing around. And of course they'll actually be, once this is finished, I believe they've got to do the stake part. So we go to the dashboard. I believe they've got to do this part here. I think they're waiting till tomorrow UTC time, so it's about 19 hours away. I think they're going to do the stake part or stake start and end, or 856 there. Oh, maybe it's the end stake they're doing. I think they're going to wait and they're going to do that. I believe. I was watching him on a video, Gold Key, I think his name is, on a video. Talking about this, they're going to be doing this. So anyway, so they're just finishing up the testnet on version 2B on PulseChain, and then they will be launching the 14 days. I think it's 14. Someone said 15, but it's 14 days of launch phase. And basically, people give it once you have to give up real hex. Real hex is not fake now; it's real hex. And then you will put that, and when you put your hex in, you will be able to mint one maxi token per hex you put in. So it's a 1-to-1. But your hex goes into a big pool, and that pool will build up over 14 days. And when you go in, you'll be able to mint your maxi. I believe that you'll get that. And then so you get maxi in your wallet, I think, and then the hex in the pool will then be staked will then be staked on Ethereum. This is all on Ethereum. Will be staked on Ethereum. for 5,555 days. And of course, that will be part of what they call the treasury, Maxi treasury, and that will have a price pretty much per hex in there, or per Mintra in terms of hex value in there. And of course, that will go up over time as that 15.2 year stake earns hex per day, and of course earns penalties that people pay out as well, and also hedron as well, so earn hedron as well. So that will increase the value of the treasury over time, and of course the Mintra price will trade up or will trade above or below that average value. So there'll be a market value of Maxi, and there'll be the treasury value of the hex per Maxi, and of course that will go up over time. And then the Maxi itself may be traded above or below that price depending on speculation, I guess, and profit taking, etc. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, but you don't get the hex back until the end of the 15.2 year period. Whoever's holding Maxi is going to be able to claim all the hex in 15.2 years in proportion to their Maxi. So the Maxi token is going to be based on the amount of hex that goes in. So if there's 150 million, which 150 million hex in the pool that gets staked for 15.2 years, then you will get 150 million hex tokens, as I understand it. Sorry, Maxi tokens. So that's one for one, and then you'll get that all at the back in proportion to the amount of Maxi you've got. So obviously, if the when they staked it for 15.2s, they're going to get we did this math the other day. You're going to get 200% bonus through longer pays better, and they do 150 million, they get a full 10% bonus on that, and that will get maxed out for T-shares. And yeah, I think what did we work out? Something 40,000 T-shares or something like that. I think we worked out. That was pretty big, was it? Yeah, something like that. Can't remember now, but that was how much we'll be getting. We'll be getting mad gains in that, so it's pretty cool. It's also going to take hex off the market for 15 years, which is pretty cool. And if they get a huge amount, 150 million or something, if they do that, it'd be pretty amazing. That's the full bigger pays better, but really the longer pays better bonus is a bigger deal. Yeah, I think it's good. Winston says, no sacrifice. No sacrifice of Maxi. No, Maxi's about you putting real hex. So it's like you're doing a stake, but you're putting in a stake in a pool. They'll be claiming all the hex. They'll get all the hex in there. It will go into the treasury. All the hedron will get claimed to get in the treasury. The one thing with the claim though, they may be able to get the in hedron. There's a one-off MCR bonus, I think it's called, and of course you'll be able to get access to that. So at the moment there's a launch phase bonus for hedron. The other thing, of course, they've got the earlier they launch, the better, because the bonus at the moment is 6x on the volume bonus. So they definitely want to launch while there's a 5x bonus. I think that's what they're targeting. So they could be launching within the next couple of days once their test net's finished. But they definitely want to get the earlier they launch, the better bonus they get on the volume multiplier for hedron. So it's definitely a consideration for them. The other thing, of course, is during the life of the hex stake, they may be able to, if they don't mint the tokens, they may be able to be eligible for this advanced to mint ratio bonus, which is up to 10x there. That's going to be last for 24 hours, so you've got to be aware of when it's going, and that's only going to happen if the amount of loans on hedron is 50%, I believe, of the total amount of mint tokens. So that's a big ask. Obviously, you would have to have the hedron, the lending feature of hedron get really, really big. So I think that's a very long way away if it ever does happen. So let me just think about that. So cool. Yeah, so I think that's really it. Let's have a look. Nice. All right, cool. We covered that pretty good, I think. What else we got? Hour and 33 minutes. Not too bad. Robson says, what are your thoughts on the new Australian laws that crypto YouTubers, streamers can be charged with $1 million fine or 5 years behind bars, saying not a FNA all for entertainment? That does not protect you. I don't know the Australian law there, Robson. I'm not in Australia, so I don't know. I don't particularly like those laws. I think that obviously, the vast majority of YouTubers are infotainment. So I haven't read the law, so I don't have any particular comment on that. I don't know what complies with that. So yeah, but once again, I'm not in Australia. Questions say you don't want to stake 555. Yeah, well, if Winston, if you don't want to stake 555, you wouldn't go into the maxi. The point is Winston, is that well, here's the point. You could go into the maxi. You could go into the maxi. You could mint your maxi tokens, and then of course they're going to be tradable on the market when PulseChain launches. Well, they're going to be tradable before that. They're going to be tradable on Ethereum presumably, and you'll be able to switch. You'll be able to sell out of your stake position if you're not holding maxi. Then you'll be able to trade out. Now they'll probably, my guess is that Maxi will have a big burst in price above the treasury, and it will probably come down and probably go below the treasury. That's my guess. What will happen with Maxi? It's just my opinion, not financial advice, obviously. But yeah, that's probably what I think will happen, and then it will over time probably possibly go above. We'll see. 15 years is a long time. It's an experiment. I think that generally over time, the market price should track the hex price, and what that does, it makes the 15-year stake liquid, right? If you've got if you've got maxi token, that makes it a liquid 15-year stake. So for the underlying product, hex is really good. It gets a massive amount of hex off the market, but also locks in T-shares, right? So you're getting all those T-shares locked in, but we know that T-shares are going to disappear in time. Despite growth in hex, overall the T-shares will keep falling over time. So yeah. James Bond says move to Dubai. Yeah, that's one way to do, move to Dubai. That's true. Or Portugal. We found out Portugal's pretty good, I think. Winston Sawyer says, okay, thank you. You're welcome. Cool. Now I think I think that's probably it on there. All right, so I was going to go to YouTube and check out Richard Hart. So YouTube, bam. Yeah, so I didn't live stream earlier today because Craig had Gen Hex panel on, so I didn't bother live streaming then. Let's have a look here. So we've got Richard Hart. Cool.
You mentioned a cryptocurrency.
So this is Richard Hart's got this live stream coming up. There's already 77 people waiting. That's how big he is. 130,000 subscribers now. Awesome to see. Look at all the people on the comments already. Lots of people trying to find out, I guess, what else we got in here. See, we've got me up some good news player. What else? I hope Richard will give us some good news. There's some big news about that. We all know we have to wait for launch for something. Sometimes the enjoyment is in waiting. That's pretty funny. Good news is we are much closer to mainnet. Says Mud Dog, and we are here right now. Yeah, anyone? So yeah. Well, it's been a long time, right? So obviously the idea to go to PulseChain was early on, and of course we had the sacrifice in July. We had for PulseChain we had the PulseX sacrifice in January, February, end of December, and of course people are getting big antsy. You got all that excitement, anticipation, waiting, just building up for PulseChain. And of course, Rich is definitely feeling that magnitude, because I've seen him made a few comments on Twitter these days. Just saying it's not launching yet. It's just wait. It's like, just hold your horses. It's a bit like that. It's trying to hold back like a massive. It's like a Black Friday sale. It's trying to hold back all the punters out at the front doors. They're all waiting to get in. It's like that. He's like on this big microphone. No, it's not launching yet. We're not ready to go. It's a bit like that, so it's pretty funny. Just trying to see anyone else in there. Yeah, cool. So Richard Hart loves puppies, so who knows what this is, man. Richard, this is just good promotion, good marketing, to be honest. But hey, what's going to be in there? We'll find out. This is certainly a little bit different even for him. Normally he's doing the gold watches, the bling, and all the stuff he's bought. But he's got little puppies on there. So that's coming up, folks, 7 hours time, and so that should be a lot of fun to see that play out. Cool. Let's just actually type in Hex to see what's going on in the marketplace there. Oh, look, we had a cool spin here, Crypto Copy. Who was that with? Maxi Token. So obviously we just talked about Maxi Token. So Crypto Copies had a live stream with Maxi Token, so that's cool. Hey, we're running live. Look at that. So we're sitting just below. This is our live stream, sitting just below The Crypto Coffee one, that's cool. We've got Hodl Dog there, down there, still doing some cool stuff. What else is going on there? This guy, he always does clickbait lines. This one, why I sold my Hex, that's a million or moon. He's always doing those clickbait ones with that. So he's a master of those. And then even Crypto Coffee did it, right? Even Crypto Coffee, why PulseChain will get you wrecked. Even he's got some those attaching titles. Are pretty funny. So pretty funny on that. Yeah, check out this video. This is what I did earlier. Huge $350,000 gains on PulseX, a $250,000 fantasy trade, 24 hours, 2 new PulseX testnet farms, APR 2,000%. Obviously, they're not holding that now, but they were pretty cool. Now, I still don't, people still using this, right? It's Hex is like 2.4 years old, right? Hex is 2.4 years old, and then we're still getting people doing, not many these days, it's not many, but still getting people using these sort of clickbait type profit dollars there. Why Hex is a scam and will collapse through weeks ago. So still getting people doing that sort of rubbish. So yeah, so pretty cool. That's probably it on there. Nice. All right, cool. Robson says RH memeing himself on Twitter with the William PulseChain Sir Pix tells me we are very close. Says Robson. Yeah, that's true. Let's pull up Richard Hart on Twitter. To be honest, let's have a look at that. Let's go here. I do not fall for fake PLSX chat rooms or fake tokens. That's true. Be careful out there, folks, for that. Any other pics that belong to richardhart.com? Someone else wanted to grab me a Louis Vuitton Liquidity server. What else? So cool stuff in there, Richard. Let's see what Overwatch got to say for himself as well. Rackham Rochelle. He actually reposted his price prediction. So hey, this was 7 hours ago, guys. Hey everybody, let's not forget those upcoming predictions for PulseChain and PulseX. Can you imagine the public humiliation if Rackham misses his prediction? He's got 2 years, of course, of reprieve before that happens. But of course, he called $1.20 on Hex, on PulseChain and on Ethereum, and of course 11,000 extra Pulse and 8,000 from PulseX, and that's from the all-time low. He called it price discovery. It's pretty much the all-time low from within the 2-year period. Yeah, now chance to mock your Rackham. So yeah, definitely, he's just reminded people 7 hours ago of that. And anyone else, you have grossly underestimated the situation. Vitalik Buterin has grossly underestimated the situation. The Ethereum community has grotesquely underestimated the situation. Blockchain course correction, and obviously talking about PulseChain. And there we are. So cool. I actually agree that they don't know what's coming, right? When PulseChain lands, first system state copy of Ethereum, this is going to be a reckoning in the crypto marketplace. People are going to get shocked and awe. Why would you trade on Ethereum when you're going to pay $10, $100, depending on where the market is, $150? We've seen way over 3,000-4,000. Why would you pay anything? Obviously, big people aren't. Not most people are going to pay stuff there, but why would you pay $150, $200 for stuff when you can pay a fraction of a penny to own the same tokens on different projects? So obviously, there's some technical issues, particularly around UIs and stuff like that. But why would you, as a project lead, want to stay on Ethereum when you can flourish on PulseChain? There's a lot of decisions are going to be made, not just by people buying and selling crypto, but also by the project leaders that are running projects, trying to get their things working best, especially metaverses like Mana, as we talked about yesterday. I think that's going to be really important. Cool. All right. Nice. Hopefully I don't get pinged on for that one. So there we are. Nice. All right. Cool. All right. So coming up here, James says, come back to Telegram, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get back on this, James. I really want to get back on there really quick. I'm just mucking around at the moment, I guess. I need to get my priorities in order. Lammy says, Hex the scam, my Ferrari 360 challenge Stradale in lack of mortgage was proof of that. Says Lammy, they will never learn. That's true, Lammy. Sorry, Hex Token, been a busy night. I'm glad you're still streaming, says Craig. Hey, Craig, we're not streaming as long as you guys did. You guys did an epic, was it 4.5, maybe even 5 hours? I don't know. I didn't actually see when you finished because I already just started. I started 4 hours after you guys were still on there. So well done, Craig. And lots of cool YouTubers on there too, plus our famous Pulsedoge, who we all love and adore. It hits down and says, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Love it. Very cool. So yeah, Hex price here. Let's get on to the 15-minute chart. That's how we like to roll. And go for gold there. Yeah, good day in the office, man. So if you're staked with Hex, we're still getting paid 6 Hex per day or more. And of course, I harp on about that because that is the golden goose that keeps on giving and laying those juicy eggs. And of course, here we are. We've come back from an 82% pullback in Hex, and now we're still up. We're up, and of course, we're up over a year. 10x or more on the yearly. So it's a pretty big deal. Performing pretty well in that time frame, if you think about it. So cool. The market has been influenced too. Hex price has not just been able to free run. We had PulseChain sacrifice, a lot of capital there. We've had the PulseX sacrifice, a lot of capital there. It was about $2 billion. It's just rounded up, maybe 1.8 to $2 billion. And then of course we've got the but that is the positive. Of course, we've got PulseChain coming. It's going to be super cheap for Hex. And then of course now we've got PulseChain coming. So we've got 3 different things all impacting the Hex chart as well. So if you think about it, we're actually doing very, very well on a year ago. So from that point of view. And where's the ruler here? So we take it from the top here. We're going to take it down to the bottom, the very bottom. Obviously, there's a lot of spikes in the Hex chart because of the MEV trades, bot trades, let's say. MEV bot trades. I've got to say it properly. MEV bot trades. And yeah, we're down 82%. And wrong with my ruler here. 82%. Yeah, that's 82%. And now we're currently down 73%. So there's a 9 percentage point gain there. So that's where we're at the moment. So down 73. Not as bad now. And let's do the Fibonacci. We've got a Fibonacci in here. Have I got that roll on? No. Let's do Fibonacci. I don't remember where I'm taking it from though. Fib. Where's my Fib? There. And we'll take it from here. I'll take it from here. It just depends where you take it from, eh? But we'll take it from there. And where we're up to? Yeah, well, we're massive 73, but what's this 58 here? 50. Let's pick up there. So next target kind of 21 cents, 20.5 cents. So that's consistent with what we've been saying because we want to get over this 19-cent mark here. Every day that we move along, of course, we're getting out of this triangle. That's bullish from a TA point of view. But we're ultimately waiting for PulseChain. Visuality's got the woo on there. Yeah, absolutely. And Robert says, I was just on PulseX sites and playing in the different pools. The PulseX burn function is awesome. It is awesome. And I've done it twice now today, have I? I think I've done it twice. I wonder where they've already taken off all those other LPs that were on them. Remember, we had all the LPs, and they were just, most of them were not linked up, as I say. And so we may see some further changes with the buy and burn UI is what I'm expecting. $2.34 at the moment in value. The burn at the moment, total burn there, 14. You might not be able to see that. Let me post that up. 14.5, 14 billion basically is what we've burned so far on the testnet. This is all just play, remember. This is not real. There's hardly anybody, really. I mean, there's a lot of people playing, but hardly anybody compared to what will actually be happening when PulseX goes live. So these data are all fictional. And of course, we had a lot of people playing around at the top beginning. We had not much happening. Then we had some big stuff happening with the new farms, and of course, some people pumping the incentive token and other stuff there. So that incentive tokens, it's 10,000%. And of course, we've probably had people pumping these other tokens too. So yeah. So my goal is we turned $250,000 in just over a day into $800,000. So let's go for $1 million. Why not? We go for $1 million. That's just the way it goes. But good comment there. Dingle says, woohoo! I love it. Hey, let's put some woohoos in the chat there. Bam. Put some woohoos. Where's my... lost my emoji. Oh, I can't even see my emojis there. I'm not sure what's happening there. Oh, I'm in the wrong chat there. I was in Richard Hart's video queued up, and I was wondering why I couldn't send some emojis. I was like, what? All All right, so cool. Let's go to our poll. Let's finish up our poll. 115 votes in our poll. 115 votes in our poll. Can you believe it? That's amazing. Let's finish the poll. Let's see how we go. 116 votes. Woo! Man, that is going so good, that poll. Let's see what the results are. I was supposed to finish the poll at the end of the NFT section, so I apologize for that. Will you be participating in any NFT projects on PulseChain? 39% said yes. So we had 117 votes. 39% said yes. 34% said no. And 24% said maybe. And what is an NFT? 1%. So at least people didn't abuse the what is an NFT. I was a bit worried when I posted that it would get highly abused, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Seems like people generally just click that. Maybe we had one or two funny people, but other than that, it's probably in the play. So pretty cool. So that means, what's that? 60, 65, so 2 and 3 people may and will say that. At least is what they say. Obviously, what people say and what they do can be different. But we've got maybe every 2 and 3 people are going to be participating in the NFT market, possibly. So cool. Robert says the OA holding so much supply acts as a anti-rug. It also means X can never be forked because the OA could send the price of sold fork X to 0. That's true. Well said there, Robson. That's a really good insights. I think between the first, second, and third of Hex was sacrificed. 1.5 and 2/3 of Hex was sacrificed. That's absolutely nuts, says Robson. And then we've got the emojis for me. Nice. Hey, we've got 50 people watching at the moment. We're having a lot of fun here. We're up to hour and 51 minutes. We're going to definitely keep going to 2 hours. We'll see how we get on with there. I feel good. I'm feeling good. Excited. And we've got Richard Hart streaming in about 6.5 hours or so. Let's see how the farms are doing. They are still, they're dropping. They're dropping at the moment. That's dropping to over 2,000% now, down 1,600%. They were at 1,800% earlier in the live stream. The yield farming APRs are falling. And that means that, who knows what I think with the incentive token crashes in price, that's going to be the biggest thing. If it does crash, it may not. But I would suggest it will probably. Who knows? It could just slow down its growth rate. So at the moment, the price has gone up 10,000%. So 137. If it just moves that smaller percentages, might hold up there. Who knows? But crypto, that's the way it goes. But I've got to get to $1 million, and I'm at 800,000 on the testnet here. You guys have helped make that happen with the community vote. All I did was click it. Well, you guys really made it happen because you were the ones that turned it into. I turned it into 8. It started off. It wasn't 250,000. Like I turned it from. I got given it free. I got about 100 million Pulse X for free. It was worth about 100 grand at the time. I think I put 85,000 in. I turned it into 315 million Pulse X, I think, and of course that was worth about 265,000. I ended up putting that in the yield farm. I lost 13,000 in the yield farm, and with impermanent losses, and then I ended up getting 250,000. I think it was 253,000 out. We invested 250 together yesterday through public vote, and we did a fantasy trade, and we killed it. We went from 250 to 600,000, and of course, then we were sitting live here today on the live stream, and then suddenly something happened with the liquidity pool with the USDC, and it was worth 800,000. So we traded, and wow, we were happy. Now we've got $800,000 sitting in the wallet in USDC. And we're laughing all the way to Bali with Matt and Maria, and pretty cool. So that's kind of our journey so far on the testnet. And of course, it's all fake money, but we're up at 800 grand there, and we're proud. We're proud of our trading prowess in this very volatile market. But that was a big green day on that. And Algo has gone down since Algo's gone down in price since we did it. So we exited at the right time. That was a good trade. PulseX price looking juicy on testnet. Yeah, 43%. And that's what we're holding USDC, right? So let's have a look at that. Let's jump over to the trading. So the second biggest trading pair is USDC. And nice little LP reward, 9%. It's not good. Let's get a trade. Bam, and push that around. Boom. So we're 800 grand. We're going to lose a bit on the trade. It says we've got a 1.38% slippage. But I actually kind of feel that PLS is like a good call to make. Let's have a look at PLX. Didn't like that. That's actually breached the 5% rule, I think, or we've got 0.5%, so looks like it breached that. We've got our. What else we got here? Yeah, I think that's it. So we might actually go back to the info. We'll have a look at the tokens that are running. What do we got running at the moment? We've got Mintra 18. I don't know, I think that's probably the best play at the moment. Robson says so many people are going to get wrecked when the incentive token crashes. Best they learn how now rather than later on mainnet. That's a good point there, Robson. I agree with you on that. That 800,000 might get you 1/3 of the house in Queenstown. Says Robson. Yeah, Queenstown, man. That's certainly, that must be insane prices in Queenstown now. That must be insane in the membrane down quick. So Queenstown's kind of like a rich and famous place. It's you know how it's just in the middle of all these mountain ranges, and it's got a big lake. They got a big famous steam ship up on the top of that lake. I'm not sure how they got the steam ship up there, but it got there. Yeah, so I think it's called the Earnslaw. Yeah, the Earnslaw steamship, and it's pretty amazing. Like a colonial vintage, like a 19th century steam engine, I think. Yeah, just up in the mountains, and all the people like to go there from around the world and spend their time. I guess it's probably like Aspen in Colorado, but it's a better location probably. A lot better, I would say. But then it's not as well developed and as wealthy, but it is pretty wealthy for New Zealand. That's kind of a comment there. The Queenstown is absolutely beautiful. It's the heart of New Zealand, in my opinion. Yeah, well, I definitely think it's probably the jewel in the crown there, from that point of view. There are some, in terms of nature. There's some incredible stuff. South Island's full of incredible nature stuff. It's insane. North Island's got a few incredible things, but South Island's just like a fantasy land of nature. If you love nature, you want to see things that you've never seen before, the most pure water in the world, through to fairy tale, parts of forest, then South Island's your place to go. It really has amazing things there. Jared says, did we just start or ending? No, well, we're towards, we're on the second half, and we're just trialing through, coming up to 2 hours there, Charity. Good to see you in the chat. I started early, Charity. So early, you said that was 5 was too late. We're coming up on 5 now, but we've started at 3 o'clock. So my time, that was 2 hours ago. So hopefully that helps out. I listen to the feedback. So there we are. Cool. And we made 800 grand too. We're living it pretty. We could buy how many? I think we could buy. How much is a Tesla in New Zealand? A Tesla in New Zealand is probably about 75 grand, maybe 80 grand if we had the self-driving. So we could buy 10 Teslas with the automatic driving software at the moment. So Hedron trading around there at 2,220, and Hex is trading at 13.58. A nice little mini bounce for Hex as well. So pull that up, boom. So 13.58 cents there, and looking nice. Jared says, thank you. I've had my eye out for you, but you didn't pop up. Yeah, I think hitting the bell, I don't know why they don't work. They're supposed to work. It's supposed to be code, but it seems like a lot of the bells don't go. You don't get notifications. I'm not sure why that is. Sometimes YouTube may intentionally shadow ban people's channels. Sometimes it just may be. I don't know why it wouldn't work. It's supposed to be code, right? So who knows? I checked out your channel to see if you were live. YouTube. Hey, thanks, Charity. Yeah, I don't know why that does that. I mean, other YouTubers have experienced that too. So just the way it goes. Hey, Par Excellence in the house. Yo, 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 yo. Good to see you, Par Excellence. Very cool. We're coming up on 2 hours, so not too bad. Probably going to, what time is it? 5 o'clock here. Probably going to wrap up now. Hope you guys have enjoyed the introduction to the NFTs on PulseChain. There's lots of good stuff, and I imagine we're going to have so many projects over there. It's going to be insane. A very, very big market, of course, for sure. Actually, did you talk about stake apps already? No, we haven't really talked about stake apps in particular. Not sure exactly what that is, to be honest. Talking about some of the NFT apps, then maybe stake apps and staking apps even. No, I think we're talking about where are we going up here? Oh, this is already timed out already. Oh man, crazy. No, we haven't. So, we're going to wrap up anyway. Again, sponsors, I missed a couple of live streams because of notifications. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Whether it's just the system can't compute or something. Who knows? Brendan says, Hex Token, just looking in the background today. Hey, Brendan, appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to have a nice break. I may be back on later tonight on a second live stream. I only did one live stream today, so I'll probably end up maybe back on tonight. We can hang out and chill, maybe see what the Hex price turns or whatever. So you have to just watch out for that. May be on for a double session. Staking apps is an NFT project, right? I haven't checked that one. I'll try and have a look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo, says Craig. Nice one, and well done again, Craig and team over there. Heinz Crypto, it's now all a good team. I'll check next time. See you again, says Charity. Hey, you're welcome, and thanks for watching. Bam. All right, we're gonna sign out here. Here we go. Boom. All right. And if you're a Hex Token channel member, smash out the emojis on the way out. And like I say, I may see you later. We'll see how we get on later this evening, my time. Currently 5 p.m. here in New Zealand on the 10th of April. And we're chilling it. I'm going to have some dinner. May catch you later. Christian says, thanks, Hex Token. Hey, you're welcome. And thanks, mate, says Pay Excellence. I'll rematch. Nice. All right, so we're going to post those emojis there. Very cool. And Brendan says, see you all on Richard's stream later. Yes, 7 hours time, folks. Richard Hart's going to be live, so maybe I won't be doing a live stream, but definitely he's coming on soon. All right, bye for now. See ya.